So let me briefly explain the last class. So last class we just started with the relationship. Okay. Relationships means it means by creating a relationship between between two individual objects, we can establish the connection between them as parent and child. So relationship means like our families only. So we can create a relationship between two objects. Means relationship means what? They are come like they come from similar family, or there is a relationship between them. Means the properties or few genetics. So few properties will be there. No? That's kind of. So in relationship also we can like create a establish a connection between two objects. Like one should be a parent object and second should be a child object. Okay, that clear, right? So we are having the like just go to that video, you'll get it clearly. Okay, so types. So we are having the few types of relationship. Like the main types are first one to many relationship. One to means as I told you, like one object should be a parent and second object should be a child. So once you identify the which one is the parent and which one is the child, so parent will be act as one and the child will be many, which means, see, like let's for suppose like we just created a two objects. One is hiring manager object, second thing is position object, right? So based on our requirement we just identified like hiring manager will behave as parent object and position object is behave as child object. So in one to many relationship we are discussing about type, right? So we are having three types. One is one to many relationship, second thing is many to many relationship, third thing is one to one relationship. These are the different other types. These are the main types actually. Under one to many relationship again we are having two types. One is a lookup relationship and a master relationship. Okay, we already discussed about the lookup relationship. Today we are going to discuss about the master data relationship. It will be similar kind of lookup only, but the properties will be changed. Properties means that behavior of master data relationship will be the in reverse to the lookup relationship. But both are under the one to many relationship. Okay, one to many relationship means here parent, for example, if it is the parent object, the record also parent record. Okay, if it is a child record, the records also will come as a child records. What its meaning of like one to many relationship means, parent will have a one record, the parent record will have a more than one record in the child. That it means parent record will be one, under the one parent record there will be a multiple child records will be present. So that's why we are naming that as a one to many relationship. One is the parent record and to that related records is maybe two, three, or four, more than two. Okay, that's why we are calling it as a one to many relationship. Okay, clear, right? So here we have a diagram. Just go through that recording. You guys will get it in clearly. Okay. So this is about the types of relationship. Uh, See here first, for example, if any requirement is came to us, like we need to create a relationship between two objects. First, two main points we need to check. One is from the given scenario, we need to identify the parent and child object. They won't tell us like which is the parent object and which is a child object. Sometimes they will. Most of the times they won't relieve. Okay, we need to identify. How we need to identify based on the requirements. Okay, based on the requirement we have to identify like which object will be behave as a parent and which object will come under the child. So likewise, so first, as our steps, we need to identify the parent and child object from the given scenario. That is, which one is the parent object and which one is the child object. Once you identified the parent and the child objects, we need to create a relationship right now between those two. So we need to create a relationship between parent and child by selecting the proper relationship type. How we guys are selecting the relationship type? So how we are going to create relationship? Creating a relationship also very similar to kind of like creating a field only. Okay, creating a field. So for example, if you go to any of the object, how you guys will create fields in setup object manager, you guys will go to the fields and relationship. Then you guys will create a new. Here you can select a data type. So while selecting the data type, in the same place, can you see this lookup relationship, external relationship? These are the relationship. So while discussing this data types of fields, I asked you to leave about this section because this will come under the relationship concept, right? So if you want to create a lookup relationship, you can select that data type. You can create same similar to the field only. Okay. Then, so if you want to create a relationship, we need to follow the same navigation, same as like field. But here, one more point is we need to create a relationship from child to parent. Okay, this will come under third point. Sorry. We need to create a relationship from child to parent object. For example, here we are having one requirement like I need to have a relationship between two objects, that is hiring manager object and position object. We just created these two objects and see hiring manager and positions. So we identified that the hiring manager is a parent and position object is a child. So now if we want to create a lookup relationship, from where to where we need to create it? From child object to parent object. We need to connect from child object hiring manager, means child object position to hiring manager. Okay. No, first we go, most of the people will think like in parent will create a lookup relationship, we will connect with parent to child. No, from child to parent we will establish the connection. Okay. And this coming to the observations means the behavior of the lookup relationship. Once you just created a connection between two objects, that connection type is connection type means relationship type is lookup relationship, then the behavior will be like this. So the first point is lookup relationship will provide a one to many relationship. As we discussed here, it will provide a one to many relationship. No child will be connected with to the two parents. Only one child will be one parent, means one child means more than one also will be associated to the one parent. Okay, this will give the this behavior and this type of behavior, one to many relationship type behavior. And second point is while creating the child record, lookup field is optional. By default, we may or may not select the parent record while creating the child record. So, if you try to create a record in the child, selecting the parent record is optional, right? By default. Okay. Second, third point is in lookup relationship, reparenting option is available by default. That is, we can change the parent of a child record, which means we already seen that. Like, if you want to change the parent of the record, okay, you can change the parent. Okay. See, upon deleting the parent record, child records will remain in the child object only. So, what are the child records is associated to parent record? Same like this. Maybe the record Suresh record is there. Now, this is the parent record. Under this, record one and record four is associated. For example, if you delete this Suresh record, means the parent record. Will also the child records also will delete? No, right? Child records will be present in the position object only, but parent record will be deleted. Okay, that is what this point. Okay, coming to fifth point, we can make the lookup field as a mandatory. So by default, it will be a optional, means not mandatory. If you want to make it as a mandatory, means while creating the child record in lookup relationship also, while creating the child record, if you want to select a parent at any cost, if you don't want to allow user without selecting the parent to the child record, you can make it as a mandatory. Okay, coming to sixth point, if lookup relationship field is mandatory, for example, if you try to delete the parent record of the child record, it will not allow us. So previously it will allow us because it's not a mandatory. Now after we make it as a mandatory, if you want to delete a parent record, that it won't allow. If any child is associated to that, it won't allow. Why? Because in child record only we are having the relationship field enough. If you try to delete the parent record, okay, in the child record that parent field will become a empty, but in the child record the parent field, if it is a empty, parent field is a mandatory field is empty, will it allow us to save the record? No, right? That's why we cannot delete the parent record. Okay, if the lookup field is mandatory. But if you want to delete it, you will have two options. One is reparenting, means whatever the parent record you want to delete it, just change the parent name to other parent record. Then this parent record will be free up with the child records, it will not have any child records, then we can delete the parent record whatever we need. Or else second way is by deleting the child records first. Even child records also, if you don't want, first delete the child records in the child object, then come to delete the parent record. Okay, this is also one point. And coming to next point, it's a, we can create max 40 lookup relationship per object, which means we already discussed that. I think it's the image is not here. See, so we can create a lookup relationship, means up to 40 lookup relationship for object. So for single object, from single object we can connect with the 40 objects, 40 objects with the type of lookup relationship. Okay, both parent and child records will have their own owner fields. This also have checked. We can make a standard object as a child object with the custom object in the lookup relationship, which means we can create the relationship between any type of the object. Maybe parent will be the standard and the child will be the standard, or both will be the custom, or both will be the standard. Whatever will the combination, we can create a lookup relationship. Okay, and coming to this. Next point, we cannot apply a roll-up summary field in a lookup relationship. Roll-up summary field, it's a kind of field only. You guys will not get what is a roll-up summary field as of now. Once we complete the master detail relationship, then I'll tell about this roll-up summary field. But just make this point, we cannot establish a roll-up summary field in the lookup relationship type. Okay, the last point is sharing rule and security settings will be independent of each other, means parent record will have their own sharing settings and sharing rules, same as child record also will have their own sharing settings and OW rules and everything. Okay, this is about the lookup relationship. Okay, maybe one or two guys are not there in the last class, they're not getting this point. Just go to the recording, maybe then you guys will come to know what is this exactly. Okay, clear up to this, so end out here.
No,
Right, let's move to the next concept called master detailed relationship. Okay, it is also from one to many relationship type only. Okay, means one to many relationship means same like this will also be here, same like this only. Parent, for one parent record there will be multiple child records. That is what one to many relationship inside this master detail relationship. Okay, so in lookup relationship, between which objects we have created the relationship? In between two objects we have created the lookup relationship. What are the names of the objects?
parent object and child object.
Parent, child. Okay, I'm asking about the names of the objects. Last class I told, just now also I told you, hiring manager and position.
Parent is hiring manager, position is child.
So now we are going to discuss about this master detail relationship. Okay, uh, let me first, if you want to create a master detail relationship between two objects, we need to have a objects, right? Let's create a one object first. Already we are having a two objects. One is hiring manager and position. Let it be. uh, Now we can create a candidate object. Okay, then we can establish a relationship between position and candidate. Okay, so what like a hiring company will do, for that particular position, candidates will apply the positions, right? For that one position, candidates maybe one or two or three or more than 10 100,000 candidates will apply for one position, right? So we can capture that type of data by using the master data relationship. Okay, see, create a master data. MD, we can call it as a MD. M means master and D means detail in shortcut. Okay. Create a master detail relationship. Right? And is a position. I'm taking a position existing object only. Position object and candidate. Will also custom object. Okay. We are having the position object, but are we having a candidate object?
No.
No, we don't have. Let's create a candidate object first. Okay. Just create a object first. Object name is candidate. Okay, candidate. Let's quickly create the object. I'm just displaying it as a tab also because we need to create a records now. That's why. Just select the tab style. Click on next. Just giving the profile permission. I'm giving it for all the profiles. Same application also. Oh, we have created the candidate objects. Let's quickly create a few fields into this. Candidate object means what are all the will be the fields, maybe in general words. For example, if you are going to apply for one job position, what are all the fields will be there? Let's create a few fields. One is candidate name will be there. Okay, right? Name already there. Okay, and for example, candidate ID. Okay, we can take the auto number 1 2 3 like this. It should automatically generate. Maybe first candidate is apply for that position, that candidate ID will come as a 1 or 0001. And if second candidate is applied for that, his number, his ID should be 0002. The ID is automatically generated for us, right? Likewise, we need to generate ID for that candidate once he applied for that particular position. So okay, I'm just giving the name as candidate ID. So here it is asking display format. See here we can display 0001 automatic. It's auto number. It will increase the number automatically once a new record is going to create. Automatically it will give the number as 0001 0002 like this. Here it is given the syntax right side example like this we need to give. See, so we can display like this. If you can given the syntax like this, it will take the 4 digits. Okay, string number, starting number it is asking. Starting number should be this only. Let it be else one. Okay, starting number. Okay, just click on next. Let's make it visible for all. Save and new. So we have created one field called candidate ID. Now what is the next? What will be the next? Candidate number we need, right? Phone number. Let's create a candidate phone number also. Candidate phone. Just click on next. Just next. Save and new. And what will be the next? PAN number also need, right? For PAN number, what we can take? What object? What field type we can take? PAN number will have both numbers and characters, right? Let's take the text. Number length, which is asking a length. How many digits will be there? I think 10, right? Let's give it 10. Am I right? Only 10 digits will be there per PAN card, right? అస్సలు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వద్దండి, నిద్రపోండి.
Yes, ma'am. Done already.
ఓకేనా? Fine. What will be the next? Email ID is also important, right? Candidate email ID. So let's create an email ID. Email ID. Click on next. Visible. Next. Save and new. And whew, what will be the next? We have, yeah, CTC. Maybe expected CTC will be there, na? Okay, CTC we need to give. For that we can take number field. Sorry, not number, currency field. CTC means the current salary, current cost to company. Where is the currency? Here. Let's create the expected city, expected salary. Okay. Expected salary. We will give a chance to candidate to fill the expected salary. Okay. Let's click on next. Save and new. One last position is candidate looking for which location. Location also we can take. And what locations we can give, you can take the pick list. Okay. We need to get the candidate interested location also, right? That's why we are giving the few locations. One is Bangalore. I think both are same. Let it be. These are the available locations. He can pick any one of the location which is near to that candidate. Okay. Next, click on save. On last field, what we can give. Current CTC also we need to give. So just means current salary. Next. Next. Save and new. Last field is notice period also we need to capture. Okay. Notice period also we can take the pick list only. This is the last field. Notice period maybe 0 to 15 days, or else 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Okay, or immediate also will be there. Immediate. Let's click on next. Next. Say. I think these are many. It's enough. So why we just created all these fields? This is the mandatory information that we have to capture from the candidate, right? When candidate is looking for that position, okay, we need to capture these details, right? These are the mandatory details that we have to get from the candidate. That's why we have creating these fields. Whenever a candidate is going to fill that form, he will enter all the his details. Okay, that's why we are creating the candidate object. Okay, let's open our application. Okay, let's have, see, this is the hiring manager and positions. Let's have the candidate object also. Okay, just so now we have configured the lookup relationship between hiring manager to position object. I'm trying to create a master detail relationship between position object to candidate object. Okay, clear. Let's check our fields is coming or not. See, these are all the fields we created, right? Okay, let it be. We are having the data in both objects. Now we can create a relationship between them. What are the two objects? Requirement is use case. Need to establish the relation between position object and okay. Now tell me what are the steps first if you want to create a relationship. What are the three steps that we need to uh, get the clarity? What are the three steps that we need to think just before going to create a relationship? Now we're having the two objects that our business is asking like to create a relationship between two objects. That objects names are position object and candidate object. Okay, here I'll tell you the requirement called there may be one position called Salesforce developer. Okay, Salesforce admin and Salesforce developer. Fine. Okay, let it be two positions are there. Salesforce developer position is there and Salesforce admin is there. So now like I'm having the one hiring company like third party. So I'm going to publish a notification into Naukri portal or LinkedIn portal or somewhere. So that is so and so company is looking for the these positions are two positions are Salesforce admin position and Salesforce developer position. Now who all the candidates are there on Naukri portal and LinkedIn portal, okay, who are like, looking for the Salesforce positions, they will check this position and they will apply to position which is relevant to them. Whether they are looking for admin, they will like, apply for the admin profile, and if they are looking for a developer, they will apply for the developer positions. Okay, now tell me, here two positions are there, like I'm telling like to Salesforce developer and Salesforce admin. There are more candidates on the Naukri portal also. Now tell me, which object will be like parent and which object will be the candidate? If you want to create a lookup relationship, we have to identify the parent and the child first, right? That is our first step. Now tell me, which one is the parent and which one is the child?
Candidate is a child.
Candidate is child. Okay.
Just parent.
Position is parent. Okay, let it be. Remaining? Is he correct or any changes?
Yes, correct.
Correct. All? Sure. నేను చెప్పాను నేను రాశాను. Sure. Okay. Then how you guys are telling that the position will be the parent and the candidate will be the child based on what you guys said? How you guys are identifying that position will behave as parent and candidate position will be like a child? How?
If you are similar builder,
Little bit loud, Varka. I'm not able to hear you.
uh, if you if you are similar builder, we can find that who is child of this parent.
నన్ను నాకు అసలు అర్థం కావట్లేదు. Try to say it loud, little bit loud.
If you are similar builder, we can find that who is child and who is parent. For parent, there is only single collection,
I'm not
and the
asking
child
the
will
how to identify. Before creating a relationship, we need to identify which is the parent and which is child, right? After creating,
there
everyone
will
can
be
find. Hmm?
look up user or group will show me.
Here, my question is what? From the given scenario, how we can identify the parent and child? If you already create a relationship between them, then you can go to the schema builder and you can check what is the relationship is there between the two objects. Now we haven't like created the relationship between them. Just before we have to create it. Now we are going to create it first. We have to identify it, right? System won't identify it, right?
Yes, position is one and candidates are many. So position will be as a parent and candidates will be as a child.
Yes. Good. Yeah, it's correct. Because I'm like giving like I'm telling like in position there are two positions are there. Okay, so admin and developer. For admin, there will be I mean, number of candidate will be apply. Maybe 100 or 1000 or 10,000 or 100 will apply. So candidate in a candidate object, candidate records will be multiple and child sorry parent object will be a in parent object parent record will be a one. One means under the admin there will be multiple same like admin developer position also they will have a multiple candidates. Okay, fine. So we just identified that parent and child object. Okay, here we are going to establish a one to many relationship, right? One is determine the parent, so we have to identify the parent is position. Under the one position multiple candidates will be there, so the candidate. Okay, now what is the second step? We identified the parent and child. What is the second step? Second step is here. We need to create a lookup relationship between it. So in previous class we have created the lookup relationship. Now we are going to create a master detailed relationship. Okay, okay. We just decided like which type of relationship we need to create. We need to create MD relationship. Next, what is the third point? If you want to create a relationship, what is the necessary step? We need to create a relationship from child to parent object. Okay, what is the child? Candidate. If you want to create a lookable relationship, where we have to go? Now setup object manager. Okay, just go to fields and relationship, where we can create a relationship in fields and relationship section only, right? Just go to fields and relationship. Let's select the master detail relationship. Can we see the master detail relationship along with the lookup relationship? Okay, here it is giving the message of like what is a master detail relationship, what will be the properties. This you guys can read it later. Okay, just select the master detail relationship. Next, click on next. Here it is asking us like related to. Okay, candidate object is there. To which object we need to connect, like which object will be the parent for this candidate child object. Okay, here we need to select the parent object. What is the parent object in our scenario here? For the candidate, what will be the parent? Position.
Position.
Yes, select the position object. Just click on next. Okay, see, here is the parent object is a position object, means here it is taking as a field. Okay, uh, here child relationship name is candidate, parent relationship name is position. Okay, just click on next. Next, again next, save. So now the relationship is created. So creating of relationship means, it means creating a one common column between two objects. That's what. See, see, if you want to make a connection between two objects directly, how we can decide, like for this parent this is the child, for this parent this is a child, how we can identify? There should be a common column, right, between them. That common column is called a relationship. It's also like similar to field only, but it will give a connection between those two. This field will give a connection between parent to child. Creating a relationship means creating an extra field inside the child object. Okay, to have a connection between two objects, parent to child. Got it? So which means where we have created the relationship in parent to, sorry, in child to parent, where will be the field present, the relationship field present in child object only, means the candidate object only. If you can scroll down a little bit. Okay, can you see position name is there? It's a candidate, right? How the position is came here? Position object is other, right? Because we have created the relationship with the name of position. Position means parent object is name is position. That's why we are giving the relationship name as a relationship field as a position. Okay, in the position, can you see here what is the relationship it is having? Data type, it is having master data relationship with the position object. What it mean? The candidate object is connected with the position object with the type of relationship is a master detail relationship. Okay, here also we can check. Oh, here lookup is also there. If you want to check like this, we can check, or else if you want to check it in more clearly in the graphical manner, you can check that. To check that, where we need to go, once we created the relationship, then only we can check in the lookup schema builder. Without creating a lookup relationship, how we can see this line here? We cannot write like this. See, in yesterday class we have created lookup relationship between hiring manager and position. That's why the after creating a relationship, the line is came. By seeing here also we can identify that which is the parent and which is child. How means parent object will start with a single line and child object will end with the multiple lines. Okay, this is how. Let's open our candidate object. Let's see what is the relationship between it. Can you see now? Position is the common one. Let's take it aside. Okay. Now, is it visible for you or small?
Okay.
Okay, right? See, position object is having a two type of relationship. Okay, with different object. Here the position is the, I mean, let's forget about this. In the lookup relationship, position is the child and hiring manager is the parent. Okay, now from the candidate object, candidate is the child and position is the parent. Okay, now which means position is having a two type of relationship. One is a lookup relationship with the hiring manager and master detail relationship with the candidate object. Got it? See, Here you guys can identify, like if you place the cursor on this, it will give you the relationship name also. See, master data relationship from candidate to position. Here also, lookup relationship from position to hiring manager. It's giving the information, like, or else by seeing the color only, line of the color, you can identify. If it is in this maroon red color, it means it's a master data relationship. If it is in blue color, light blue color, it is a lookup relationship. Okay, here visually we can see in the lookup, this schema builder also. Got it? Like how we can create a lookup, see, master data relationship. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
All of masking remaining members also. Is it clear or not?
Yeah, got it. Got it.
Murli, are you getting? So you were not there in the lookup relationship, right?
Yeah, got it. Got it. I'm getting.
You are getting, right. A little bit it will understood only, but go to the lookup relationship, then try to cover it, this master data relationship also one more time. Okay, then you will get in the clear.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, I can
Okay.
understand.
Okay. So if you guys are clear with this creating of relationship, then we can go for the observations like we discussed in the lookup relationship. Okay. Can we go further?
Okay, ma'am.
We are having the few observations in the master data relationship only. So here it means two relationship is there under one type of relationship, means it means some difference will be there na, between those two. Okay, let's discuss with the master data relationship observations. Observations means behavioral properties. Alright, maybe. Okay, coming to the first point. Okay, master data relationship will provide us which type of relationship? Respond, yaar. Are you guys sleeping or what? Will provide us master detail relationship will provide us one to many relationship. Once you create a relationship with the kind with the type of master detail relationship, it will give you the one to many relationship type, relationship only. Okay, like the same like lookup relationship. Okay. The second point is we can't create the master data relationship between the objects where the child object contain the records. Okay, here one point I want to tell you. So before I forget it, let's open the two objects in the front end. The two objects are already open in the front end. One is a position object and candidate object. Forget about the hiring manager. Okay, now we are having the master data relationship between position and candidate. Now which is the parent and which is child? Position is the parent and candidate is the child. For example, now as of now we don't have a single no records inside this position we are having, but in child we don't have. Okay. Huh. See, for example, let assume, as of now there is no relationship between the position and the candidates. Okay. If you create a single record into this, like candidates, I'm going to apply for one position. So candidate phone number. Let it say. Let's refresh the page and refresh avaledu. Yeah, now it's came. So yes, these are the two mandatory fields I'm selecting and I'm saving. Let it be. For example, in the child object. So from the given scenario, we will find the child under parent, right? Before going to create a lookup master data relationship, if already any even single record or more than one record is present in the candidate, means in the child object, we cannot create a master data relationship between a two objects from child to from parent. Okay, that I forgot to tell you, it's actually. So let you guys try. Once creating the two objects, don't create the relationship first. First we'll try to create a few records into the child object, then try to create a relationship between parent to child some from childhood to parent. Let's see. If it is a lookup, lookup will allow. Even if we are having the records in the child object, it will allow. But in master detail relationship, it won't allow us to create a MD relationship if the child object is already having the record. Okay, that is the one point. What is the point? We can't create a MD relationship between child to parent if child object is already having records. Okay, that is if we want to have MD relation, child object should be what? No records. Right? Clear? Clear or not? Tell me, yeah. Okay. Let's come into the next point. Like upon creating the child record, selecting the parent record is mandatory. Okay. Means let's go to here. Just try to create a record in the child object. I'm going to create a record in the child object. Means candidate is applying for a position. Okay. Let's discuss. In the positions, we are having a five types of position. One is senior developer, Salesforce admin, Salesforce junior developer, and a junior developer to Salesforce tester. These are the positions the company is having. Okay, they are currently they are hiring for these positions. Okay, candidates are going to apply for the particular position. So whichever is suitable for them, they are going to apply for that position. Okay, so candidate will apply here like see they will give the candidate name. Okay, for example, candidate name is Anusha. Candidate phone number is something like this. PAN number, it will be like this only. Correct? Yeah, this is the format of PAN number. Email ID also. She will give you Anusha Gmail ID or email ID. Expected salary. Maybe she's earning 4 lakhs per annum now. Maybe her expectation will be 8 lakhs. So let's give it some random. It will convert into dollars. Let it fine. She's looking for the location called Bangalore. Okay, and her current salary is, for example, this much. Okay, she's having a notice period of 1 month. Okay, she will fill all these details. Okay, see, once you're done with this information, can you see here position? So you guys can easily identify this is a relationship field. How you guys will identify now? Can you see the search symbol inside a box? If the search symbol is there inside a box, then easily you can identify this is a relationship field. Okay, we have created one relationship field in the candidate object. That relationship field is position, which means it will give the connection between position object to this candidate object. Okay, here she is applying for the job. Okay, see that position. Once she clicked on this relationship field, means master data relationship, she can able to see the what are the positions are there in the position object. Means what are the positions currently they are hiring. Okay, see, can we see here? She will select the Salesforce admin because she is looking for the Salesforce admin. Okay, she will say in master data relationship, if she doesn't select the value inside the position, it won't allow us to save. Why? Because In master detail relationship, selecting a parent record while creating the child is mandatory. Selecting of parent record is mandatory while creating the child record. But in lookup relationship, whether you select or if you don't select, it will allow us to save the record. Am I clear? Correct కదా గుర్తుందా?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So but here by default it's a mandatory. In lookup relationship by default it will be optional, means the relationship will be optional. But if you want to make it, you can make it mandatory also in the lookup relationship also, but by default it will be optional. But here we don't have a chance to make it as a non-mandatory. In master detail relationship always the relationship field is mandatory. So she has to select the parent record, means position. Once you selected, then it will allow to save. See, position is search for certain. These are the candidate details. Okay, like this, we can create the child. What is the second point? Second point, we have third point. Upon creating the child record, selecting the parent record is mandatory. Right? Going to the next point, reparenting option is not available by default in the master detail relation association. Okay, we need to enable it manually by selecting the allow reparenting checkbox in the field, which means in lookup relationship, here two records are there. Na? For Anusha, the parent record is Salesforce admin, right? And for Anita, I think it is senior developer. For example, okay, or by mistakenly she selected a, let us assume by mistakenly she selected senior developer. She want other parent, means other parent means other position, which means she want to look for the Salesforce admin. By default, by mistakenly she selected the senior developer. Now if you try to change the position here or by editing the record, just try to edit it. See, this is disabled. Now we are not able to change the parent here, but in lookup relationship we are able to change the parent. Changing the parent means reparenting, right? So in master detail relationship it is disabled by default. No, now we need to have that feature. Okay, same like lookup relationship. What we have to do now, we have to give the reparenting option for this type. For to get that, just go to same backend, that field, relationship field. There you can have a one option called reparenting. We can enable that. Just go to candidate. In candidate object only, right? The parent position relationship field is there. Just go to child. Where is the, this is the one. Just try to edit this. See, can you see the option here? Allow reparenting. Child records can be reparented to other parent records after they are created. So if you check this box, we can have that feature. But by default, it won't be there. Now we just changed. Let's refresh the page. Go to candidate, go to the record, and just edit. Now can we enable it? Now she can apply for the Salesforce admin. Let's save it. Same Anusha also can able to change it. Here also she can change. Clear? Okay.
Yeah, right.
Reparenting option is not available in um, the- by default. Not available means it not is not made by default. Okay. If you want to have the parenting option feature. We have to enable the parenting checkbox on the patient free child. Right? Yeah. This is about the fourth observation. We're coming to the next point. In lookup relationship, max how many relationship we can create? Means per object, how many lookup relationship we can create?
50,000.
Who's that? And what is the answer?
Then
Answer into
50,000, I think.
I'm not getting. Anyone is getting? I motherly
50,000. 50,000.
thousand lookup
50,000.
relationship for an object. Can you tell me now?
40.
Hmm. Where the thousand is came. We can have 40 lookup relationship per object in lookup relationship. Okay. But in master, okay, an object can have max to master detail relationship. An object. Yeah, that is there, na? Right, it's fine. So in master detail relationship, lookup we can create 40, but we can have a only two master detail relationship. We cannot create more than two master detail relationship per single object. Per single object I'm talking about. Okay. So in the candidate object, which means in the candidate object we are already having a one master detail relationship. Here we can see, or else in schema builder also we can see it is already having a relationship, master detail relationship with the position max. We can have a one more master detail relationship with other object. Maybe it's hiring manager, other object, whatever it may be. But if you try to create more than, if you try to connect more than two objects as a master detail relationship, we cannot. But lookup from position to hiring manager, right, like this, from position object to we can connect it with the our more 39 already we have counted, right, up to 40 objects we can have the lookup relationship from one object. From one object we can have a only two master detail relationship. Got it? That's what. Coming to the next point, in lookup relationship, parent record and child record both having their own owners. Means, let's check. In the UI, it is the parent. Okay. Parent is having the owner. This parent, what is the child? Position is the child. In child record also, it is having the owner field, which means, as we told, like the sharing settings and sharing rules will have their own, right? So child record will have their own sharing settings and their sharing rules. Same like parent also will have their own sharing rules. But in the case of master data relationship, only parent will have the owner, child will not have the owner field. Can you see here? Child record will not have the owner, only parent record will have the owner, which means parent record will control the child record. Got it? But in the lookup relationship, child parent record will not control the child. In master data relationship, okay, the ownership of the child record also will control by the parent record only. Okay. parent record will have their own owner field, their own owner field. Okay. Child records will not have. This is the point. Coming to the seventh point, sharing settings and security settings of the child record will be depend upon the parent record. Because owner field is present on the parent, it's a child record is not having the parent. Okay. Sharing rules. Settings of the child. We can write it like this. Depend on the parent record. Understood right this point? Coming to next point. Next point is upon removing the parent record, all the associated child records will be removed automatically. Okay. In lookup relationship, if you delete the parent record, child record also will be deleted. I'm asking in the lookup relationship. Who are they in the yesterday class? Give me the answer. Yes, in the last class. In lookup relationship, if you delete the parent record, will automatically child records also will be deleted or will be present?
No, present.
Will be present,
I
right?
hope it will be there.
Huh, it will be there. But in master detail relationship, if you delete the parent, okay, what are all the child records will be under that parent, those child records will also be deleted. Got it? Because the ownership is depends on the parent only, right? It's not having their own owner and everything. So it's always depends on the parent only. Okay, let's create it. For example, what is the position here? See, I think Salesforce admin we are having two positions. In Salesforce admin, if you go to related, you can check. See, both two candidates are present under the Salesforce admin parent record only. Let's try to delete this parent record. We'll see what will happen. So I'm just deleted this parent record. Go to the child. See, zero items. So upon deleting the parent, okay, child records will also removed. Okay, on removing ability all associated child records also deleted. This is about this point. Coming to the next point, you can't make a standard object as a child for a custom object with the master detail relationship. So yesterday what we discussed, I don't have that picture actually. Let's have this. Okay, let us do. It's one parent and it's a one child. Same like yesterday only. It's just one more parent, one more child. It's one more parent. It's one more child. Don't have that image. If it is there, fine. One. Let us assume it's a parent one. Let same like it is child one. Child four. So these are the different four sets, four combination. If I ask you to create a relationship between these two or these two, these two, these two, so let's suppose it's a standard one. Standard means standard object. Okay, let it be. Custom means custom object. Uh, Here it's a custom. If it is a standard, here both will be custom. It will also be standard. So the standard. Okay. See, these are the different combinations. For example, if you are going to create a relationship between two objects, one object may be parent may be standard, child may be custom object, or parent object may be custom object type and child object may be standard object. And same like both will be a custom, maybe, okay, or both will be a standard object. These are the four combinations we will get right while going to create a relationship between those two objects. Okay. See, yesterday what I told you, if we want to configure a lookup relationship, okay, for example, from where to where we can create a lookup relationship, child to parent only, right? So, for example, if you create a relationship like lookup relationship, okay, it will possible. Okay, same here also. If the parent is custom, child is the standard, then also lookup relationship will be possible. Okay, LR means lookup relationship. In this combination also, for example, if the both are parent and child both are custom objects, then also lookup relationship will be possible, which means it's possible. This is also possible. If both are, I mean, parent and child both are standard, okay, then also lookup relationship is possible, which means in all combinations we can have the lookup relationship. Let's coming to master detail relationship. For example, if I want to have a master detail relationship, means MD. Okay. If the see here, let me create first this diagram. It's MD. Same here also. MD means master detail relationship. Okay. Same here also. Okay. See, in lookup relationship, we can have all the, I mean, in all the on all the combination we can have the lookup relationship. But coming to master detail relationship, okay, because child object cannot be the standard object. Means we can't make a standard object as a child for a custom object with the master detail relationship, which means, see, parent is the custom object. For that, child should not be the standard object in lookup relation in master detail relationship. Okay, this combination is not possible in the master detail relationship. Okay, means the child object will not act as a standard if the parent is a custom. Okay, if the standard of sorry parent object is a standard, child object is custom, then we can have the master detail relationship. If both are a custom, then we can have the master detail relationship. If both are standard, then also we can have the master detail relationship. But if the child object is the standard to the custom object of parent, we cannot have the master detail relationship. Clear? Simple one trick is child object is cannot act as a standard. Clear?
Yeah.
We can't make a standard object as child to okay, custom object historical relationship. Clear? Look up, no restriction. We can have a all type. Coming to the last point. Okay. We can so add roll up summary in case of master detail relationship.
You are working on the same screen, or did you change the screen? I
I'm
think
I'm on the notepad.
you can see one. Okay, okay, fine.
Is it lagging? Is it lagging? I'm on the
No, we
notepad.
just seen the we just seen the only the diagrams which you drawn. That's it. Not the
No,
type
I'm at
whatever you are
the.
doing.
Wait, let me reshare my screen. Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We can add the roll-up summary field in case of master data relationship, but in lookup relationship, we don't have the.
I was not able to get it.
You
I
want
got it now.
sorry, not able to see.
I got it. I got it.
Huh. In lookup relationship, we cannot have a roll-up summary field, but in master data relationship only, we can have the roll-up summary field. Okay, these are the observations that we are having in the parent this master data relationship. Okay, clear? So just go through this. I'll share you these 2 points if you guys want. Okay. Any doubts in this? In the master data relationship? Maybe it will be clear first you if you can complete the lookup relationship, then master data relation will be easy to
Okay.
understand.